Hey, you and your brother need to go get firewood. The fire's almost out. All right. And fill the fireplace up, then fill the wood bin up. And there's a piece of wood to the right of the porch too, as you're walking out. Okay. All right. Just make sure that you fill the fireplace up and you put enough wood in there for tonight. All right. All right. Okay. We are gonna try this again because last night I felt like crap. I felt, dude, I was so tired and exhausted last night. I felt like shit. Yeah, dude, I was so freaking tired and exhausted. I shouldn't even. I shouldn't have even hopped on. That I honestly I should have just took my big ass to bed and just called it a night, but I didn't. I've been sick to my stomach all day long, and to be honest, I think it's these chips that I ate. So Doritos just came out with these new chips called the Golden Sriracha, and they taste just like those Cheetos chili tangy chips that were out a few months ago. You know, I don't know if you ever had them, but they taste just like it's a certain Chinese dish. It comes with like snap peas and all that other stuff, but I mean, it's pretty good. I kind of want to start over because I don't remember anything about last night, dude. I was so freaking tired. Yeah, let's just go with new game. Uh, we'll do immersive mode, and we'll do yeah, because no, because I want to make sure that I want to play as her, just because I feel like she's more suited to my style. She's the from what I've been told. As most of you know, this game is shrouded in controversy, and like I could see points from both sides. Why? What is going on with my camera, dude? My camera is. Oh, that's why. Hold on. No, I can't wear that. Damn it! I don't have one of my sweaters in here. My house is freaking cold right now too. We got a fire going. It's just if we don't get it going like soon enough, man, it gets cold in here. So yeah, let me pause this game real quick, just because I kind of want to talk about all the controversy around it. I get why some people would be. Well, first of all, let's just mention the elephant in the room. It's got a black dude as the lead in a Japanese game. Um, would I have loved to have played as a Japanese character in a Japanese game? I mean, yeah, I love the Japanese culture, and you know, I wouldn't play Black Panther to play as Captain America. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't pick up a Black Panther game just to play as Captain America. I also don't give a fuck. It doesn't really bother me. It is just a game. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm paying for some college course and this is like the information that's being shoved down my throat. I'm choosing to play this game And I don't. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And as far as like a lot of the shit that's going around, like I can see some people's points of view on certain things. Um, like, well, I don't want to get too far into it, but as far as people's like skin color and shit go, I don't give a fuck. The last time I was in prison, California has the most racially segregated prison system in all of North America. You can actually Google it. Even out of the South, California prison system is extremely segregated. As a white man, you are not allowed to go into a black man's cell. It is forbidden. Don't like it, don't go to prison. That's what I was told. I haven't been back to prison since. Kenneth, how's it going? I think racial politics are fucking stupid. There's no point in it, really. When it comes down to it, we want to get to a point where we're looking at a person's character. Is this person a good person? You know what I mean? Like if would they treat my family with respect? You can see it on both sides. But the last time I was in prison, let me tell you something. It wasn't black people I was worried about. It was actually other white people doing a bunch of illegal substances, staying up for days at a time, and then thinking a glance out of the corner of my eye was somehow some personal threat against their life or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you get tired of hearing it after a while. You really do just get tired of hearing about racial politics. It gets old really quick. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, I don't give a shit. I'm so tired of hearing about it. On that subject, there are other subjects that I'll choose not to talk about right now that I know that I have differing opinions from a lot of people. I don't care. I don't tell you what to believe. Don't tell me what to believe. It all comes down to that right there. As far as this game goes, it is just a game, dude. That's all it boils down to. Is it's just a game. And I've watched a few streamers. It's crazy because when you go on the internet, you see everybody is so divided on this game. People either love it or they hate it. And it all stems out of politics. And this is one of the reasons why I hate anything political. I don't care what side it's on anymore. I used to be really deep into politics. I used to be heavy into politics. And then one day I realized none of these people give a shit about me. None of them care whether my kids have food in their mouths or not. And there it went right there. So I'm going to play this game. I realize I'm not a big streamer. I'm just a guy with a camera and a PS5 and a couple of computer screens that I don't know how to use. But with that being said, it is what it is. So we're going to play through this. I have watched a lot of the combat. The combat looks very fun. It looks a lot better than the combat in Valhalla did. It looks a lot better than the combat in Mirage did. It looks a lot better than the combat in Black Flag. I haven't played Odyssey or Origins or Liberation Front or Freedom Cry or any of these other games, but I'm here just to play the game and see if I like it or not. So we'll see. I mean, if it's a shitty game, I'm not going to play it. But I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to not play it because Yasuke is in it. You know what I mean? There have been plenty of games that I've liked with characters that I don't like or do like or love or hate. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of the the story. You know what I mean? Like let's look at Joffrey from Game of Thrones. I'm not saying that I hate Yasuke. I'm just saying as a general rule. Like I'm not gonna not play, even if I like. Let's say I didn't like his character or his character bothered me. If I like the game, I'm still gonna play it. But it is what it is. You know, and that's one of the things. Like I will admit, I tend to be more conservative when it comes to a lot of things, and I don't know if that comes with age because when I was younger, I used to be a very like hardcore, like my views on reality were not the same as they are now, and it probably has a lot to do with my kids coming into the world, and it really changed my outlook on how I look at life. But that being said, I really do hate the fact that if I do lean a little more conservative, all of a sudden it makes me a racist person. And that's why I hate politics, dude, just because it drives me fucking up a wall. It really does. Because I will be honest with you, dude, the last time I was in prison, it wasn't the white people that took care of me. It wasn't the white people that made sure I had a cell phone to call my daughter on her birthday. You know what I mean? It wasn't, it just wasn't. You know, it wasn't the so I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna be like, you know, I won't do that. But I'm also not gonna let you get in my head either. And if you start talking shit, I'll just fucking immediately block you, straight up. Just because I have been looking forward to this game. Um, and like I said, I don't give a shit if it's led by a black dude or not. I've been looking forward to this game, and I really do want to play it. And whether his character is good or not, this game still looks good, and I still want to enjoy it. So, let's get back to it. You just see a lot of people online, bro, that like want to kill the game and I can understand. Like, you want to play a feudal, you want to be. I don't want to say necessarily authentic, but it's a fucking game, bro. Like, it's not like you're not gonna die a horrible, painful death because a fucking video game is led by a black dude. You know what I mean? It just don't play the motherfucker if you don't want to. I mean, for all you know, he's a sick ass character, and not a lot is known about the dude. So who can say whether it's true or not? I haven't seen anything about what his impact on Japanese culture and society was. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of people don't know that Santa Claus was a real dude. You know what I mean? Like Santa Claus. I'm not saying that there's like a big fat jolly guy in a red suit flying around with reindeer. That's not what I'm saying at all. Before that gets taken out of context, Saint Nick was a real dude. He was like a wood whittler or some shit like that. He was a saint in like a Germanic tribe, and he would carve like whittle toys out of wood for all the children in his town. And like you tell people Santa Claus is a real dude, and they think you're a whack job, and it's like, no, go read a book, bro. Go read a book. And like I said, I haven't read anything about this dude. Everything that I have heard, he was a real person. He really did exist. Everything about how he got here is true. It was documented. And if your life revolves around whether this dude is a samurai in a video game or not. Like, bro, go get laid. You know what I mean? Go get laid. Go get laid. Seriously. Go to Las Vegas, take a $20 bill. Nobody got pissed when fucking Tom Cruise played The Last Samurai. You know what I mean? I will say though that once AI Limit, Atomfall, and the first Berserker come out, this game will get put on the back burner, especially for the first Berserker, because I've really been waiting for that game. Uh-huh. Hey, when you guys grab my blue Carhartt out of my car too? I need my blue Carhartt out of my car. Carhartt! My sweater, my big blue sweater. Is Gabriel helping you with the wood?
Gabe's not even here.
Where is he?
With their mom at the skate park.
Hey, call her and tell her you want Carl's Jr. or In-N-Out. Okay? What do you want? You want Carl's Jr. or In-N-Out? Say, Dad and I want Carl's Jr. for dinner. Sniper! What's up, man? Sniper, I'm going to ask you a question. Over the past 4 weeks, you've asked me about Guardians of the Galaxy 3 times. Are you asking me to play it? It was up, but my job called me, asked, can I work? I said yes, according to my coworkers, there's been call outs. Happy. I mean, I'll try to play Sniper. I'll try to play it again. Let me catch up because in the next 4 days we have like 5 games coming out, including this one. AI Limit, Atomfall, Berserker, this, and then there's one other game. Happy. It's good that you're. I'm gonna give you some advice right now. Do not come in every time in a retail environment. Do not come in every time they call you because I don't care what job you work at some point in time, they will start to abuse that if you don't say no every now and then. Trust me. I've had over 60 jobs in my lifetime. That's not an exaggeration. I've worked at 3 different McDonald's, 3 different Dollar Trees. I've worked at 2 different Rite Aids. I've worked at a Taco Bell, a Burger King. Let's see, where else have I worked? I worked for a cell phone tower repair company. I've worked for a lumber company. I've worked for an aggregate company. Let's see, I've worked for a concrete company. I've worked for like 4 different construction companies. I've worked for Flyers, Nella, Quick Stop, Kroger, Sierra Energy, 76, Hassan and Sons, Texaco, Power Mart, Chevron, grocery outlet, Pepsi. I worked for a company that built water pumps for car washes. Trust me right now when I tell you this, Happy. It's good that you're helping out and you're being a team player, but do not go in. If a lot of people are calling out, do not be that guy. I'm telling you right now, they will abuse the shit out of it. Don't be afraid to say no if you've got something going on. It's good that you're out there and you're trying to hustle that money and get that green. But enjoy life a little bit every now and then, bro, because you're only on this rock one time. I thought I was talking about the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy game. You did too, but it's not. I mean, you guys have both been talking about it. Snipers asked me like 3 times, and I think you were talking about it the other night. So I was thinking about it today, and I was like, those guys were talking about it. I wonder if they were like hinting that I should play it. It's a good game. I should hop back into it and finish it because it had a lot of good fighting in it. I brought a Pop-Tart. It was a BOGO, Wild Berry, and Hot Sundae. Dude, the Hot Sundae Fudge Pop-Tarts are so... Dude, they are fire. Especially when you put them in a toaster. Oh. Oh, God, dude, they're so good. Oh, no, Happy. You got to put that bastard in a toaster. You need to eat it hot. Like, you can't eat it. The Hot Sundae Fudge one needs to be toasted. I will grant you, it tastes like shit right out of the package. But when you toast it, it's like a whole other animal. I do want to show you guys this really quick, though. Because I don't know if you guys have seen, but I uploaded the video. Look how cool that, dude, this statue is actually hella cool. I'm not going to lie, I really dig it. It's flimsy. I'm definitely going to have to keep my kids away from it. Die. Die, motherfucker. Die. Die. Hold R2 and press triangle for... Whoa! I did not know about that. No, it's got to be in a toaster, Happy. A microwave just makes it all soggy and... No, dude, actually, even the s'mores ones, heat those up in a toaster and watch. You're going to be like, oh my God, I'm never going to eat these cold again. Oh, you can parry omnidirectional. Watch. Oh, damn it. Sayonara, sucker! Ooh! Da! Watch this. I kind of want to play with the parry for a minute. That's how the hot fudge sundae ones are, dude. I'm telling you, if you put them in a toaster with a glass of milk, you're going to be like, hey, nerd was right. I'm never going to question anything he ever says again. I'm just kidding, dude. Do I have a bow? It depends. It really does depend. Even when it comes to ice cream, it depends on what, like, is it Dryers? Is it Breyers? Is it Blue Bunny? Um, I'm not a big fan of the Hershey's cookies and cream bars. They're a little too sweet for me and they hurt my teeth. That's okay. Oh, nah. Typically, when it comes to cookies and cream, I try to stick to just the ice cream. And even then, when it comes to my ice cream flavors, I typically pick like the nut flavored kinds, like pistachio nut, butter pecan, pecan praline, um, the what's the almond one with like chunks of chocolate covered almonds. Like there's like an almond joy flavored ice cream, black walnut. To be honest, I'm not really like a chocolate guy in general. Like chocolate's not really, even when it comes to candy bars, I the only type of chocolate candy bars that I like go out of my way for are almond joys. Almond joys, Twix, and Reese's Pieces. Or Reese's peanut butter cups. Other than that, I really don't like white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. I'm just not like a big chocolate guy. I was when I was younger. I would fuck with some chocolate when I was younger, but I don't know. I at some point in time over like the past 15 years, my taste for sweet things has switched to more like fruity nutty flavors like sour Skittles and although I've always liked Mambas. Mambas to this day are still one of my favorite candy bars. Mambas and like Starburst and shit like that. Uh, well, no, I forgot. So my wife will buy me these chocolate oranges for Christmas, and I'll smash one of those, dude. Those are good, especially if you get like let's say you get like a hot chocolate coffee, and you melt like a half of one of those down, and then split it between two cups. Oh, bro, I can't wait for Christmas, dude. You know what I'm talking about, right? Uh, those chocolate oranges they come wrapped in foil and they're in like a box with like a clear window, and you take it out of the box and you smash it, and it breaks into a bunch of like chocolate orange slices. If you haven't had one of those, bro, just look up chocolate orange, and it should be like a purple box with like a clear window, and it's like a ball of chocolate wrapped in gold foil. Hella good, dude. Oh. So when it comes to the to Guardians of the Galaxy, oh dude, this has been around for way before Harry Potter. Dude, this I mean it was around when I was a little kid. And I my mom dated this guy for a little bit when I was younger, and he even said that they'd been around since he was a kid. Like they've been around for like 50 or 60 years. Uh so since we have Atom Fall and First Berserker coming on the same day, and then 3 days after that we have AI Limit. Um I'm definitely going to drop everything for First Berserker, and so it's gonna be my main area of focus is gonna be First Berserker, and then AI Limit. Would you guys rather watch me play Atom Fall as a secondary or Guardians of the Galaxy? Yeah, she is definitely. All right, so as a secondary, I'll start playing Guardians of the Galaxy instead of Atom Fall. She's not as strong as Yasuke is, but her movements feel more Sekiro-ish. And plus the way she holds her sword, bro. Look at that. That is so sick. I could do that, yeah. Oh, damn it. Why didn't I block? Oh, dude, I get a grappling hook. If I get to fly around this map like Sekiro, bro, I'm gonna bust the nut. Yeah, she does. She doesn't have as much health potions as Yasuke either. Yasuke started out with 5. She only has 3. Hi, kitties. Meow. I may have to platinum this game. I don't know. We'll see. I got like 40 games I need to platinum right now. Ooh, Red Bull. Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, can I stealth? I'm guessing that's the edge of the Animus. Here, check this out too. I have 3 different Groots on my desk right now, and it's actually really weird that you guys were like talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy. I just put all that together too. I'm like, I have all these Groots and Rocket Raccoons right here, and you guys were asking about Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that Yasuke is. I've heard that he's gay. I've heard that he's straight. You know what I mean? It. I mean, the main reason why I'm starting out as Yahweh is because I have heard that Yasuke's parkour game is garbage. He can't climb up buildings. He can't grapple hook, as where she can. I don't know why, bro. I saw this rock in that tree right there, and out of the corner of my eye, I thought it was a giant alligator. I mean, I don't know that it really matters. If the game's got a good story, then it is what it is. Bro, he fucked me up. I don't think I would mentally be the same. If somebody got hit in the head like that, I don't think that they would come back the same. I think a part of your brain is getting turned into mashed potatoes. Dude, he clubbed me hard. For your face to pop and blood to explode everywhere like that, that's a hard hit. She would not be talking right now. I don't care how tough you are. That'd be like a Hulk Hogan punching a baby, dude. Like, it, no. Did you see the size of that club? It was bigger than I was. I'm shocked her skull is still in one piece, dude. I don't really want to talk over the dialogue, dude. The story's getting pretty good. And that's kind of the other thing too is a lot of people that are complaining about this are already complaining about like Ghost of Yotai and Intergalactic and I like I said I can see some stuff to a certain extent. You know what I mean? And it's a lot like feminism in video games. Like feminists came along right over the past few years, and they act like there's never been a strong female lead in a video game before, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Laura Croft has been around for 30 years. You know what I mean? And they act like Aloy hasn't been around since like 2014, and they act like Samus hasn't been around since like 1984. You know, it's not that they were never there, but it's like they totally discredit these franchises that are some of the most successful franchises of all time. in order for them to go, okay, she's only 60 pounds. She's the best martial artist in the world. She just grasps everything naturally. She's stronger than her male counterparts. She's better than her male counterparts. She's smarter than her male counterparts. And she acts more masculine than her male counterparts, unless it's the villain, in which the villain is usually the strongest but still can't compare to her. You know what I mean? And I think that's a total slap in the face to these other franchises. You know, I think it's a slap in the face to Ellie. I think it's a slap in the face to Samus. I think it's a slap in the face to Laura Croft and you know, characters like Aerith and Tifa and all these other strong female characters that, you know, we've been playing in video games for the past 50 years. You know, it's just kind of a dirtbag thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, people are already talking about Ghost of Yotai. Oh, it's not Jinsakai and it's a woman. It's gonna be bad. Like, how do you know, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. You know, a lot of the shit that's been coming out over the past couple years has just really been not good. But that doesn't mean that the Ghost of Yotai is going to be shit, dude. I mean, Sucker Punch knows what they're doing. Okay, let's go see. I wanted to say sorry about last night to you guys. I legitimately should not have tried to hop on. The past week, I don't know what the hell has been wrong with me, but I've been incredibly tired. Like exhausted, tired. I've fallen asleep at work standing up a couple of times over the past few days, and that's not good. And last night I had to drive down into the city, which was an hour away, to pick up the collector's edition for this because my local GameStop closed down. And, you know, I was running just off a bag of chips and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich all day long. Is that a deer? It is. Here we go. She dies so fast, too.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Okay, reload last save. I mean, it wouldn't be a treehouse then, Happy. That's the whole point of a treehouse, is to be in a tree. Are you asking if there was a tree that grew up and above my house, would I build a treehouse? Absolutely not. And the reason why is because if something happens, if anything happens with that treehouse and it falls into your house, your insurance is null and void. Okay. I know that I can at least assassinate one of them now. Hey, who here knows how to edit video? Like, let's say I had like a Lego set, for example, right? And I wanted to get a bunch of footage of me building it. And then I wanted to upload it and then get like 10 minutes worth of stock footage and then do like a voiceover of it. Is there anybody in here that can help me with that? Like, let's say I had the classic TV series Batmobile, or the Batman Returns Shadow Batcave, and I wanted to build these big ass sets, and I wanted to upload. I wanted to get footage of me building it, right, and then take sections of that video. You can sneak attack them. Oh, you can assassinate him. Never mind. Dude! Ugh! Those dudes are probably hard as shit on hard mode, though. I ain't gonna lie. Katana Castle! SpongeBob! Bro, look how cool that is, dude. Tell me that you wouldn't feel like a badass living in something like that, dude. Look how sick that is. That is so freaking sick. Japanese architecture is so freaking awesome looking. Especially when they have like all the sakura trees, like when you have something at like a building and there's like sakura trees blooming all around it. Actually, there's a Lego Japanese structure. I think I'm gonna get it. What the hell? Give me 1 second, you guys. I gotta go check my fire really quick and make sure it's still going. Give me 1 second. I just gotta throw a couple logs on it. Emmett, did you hear me? Oh, hi. Hi. How's my Bubba's? Yeah, how's my Bubba's doing? Did you have a good day today? Did him have a good day today? Yeah? Did Hims have a good day today? Okay. You want to watch Daddy play? Hey, look over here. Over there. There we go. Hey, look. Over there. This way. Hey. Ooh, look it. Observe and intuition. Use L2 to observe your surroundings. Highlight loot and objective information. Observing and centering your camera on enemies or loot opportunities will tag them, making them easier to track outside of observe. No. No. Okay. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Gabriel, go get your brother. You guys need to get firewood, and you need to let the dogs in. Now. Right now. I'm tired of Charlie barking his brains out. Here, you want a controller to play with? You want your own controller? You gotta hold it though. Hold it. You gotta hold it, Bubba. There you go. Yeah, hold it. Here. You can put it right there, and you can play with it like Daddy is. Why am I not parkouring over? Don't put it in your mouth. No. No. No, don't put it in your mouth. You'll break it. No. Do you see Daddy putting his in his mouth? Huh? Why does it keep saying L1 right there? Oh, okay, because that's a... No, this is Daddy's controller. I gave you your own controller. No, don't put it in your mouth. No, don't put it in your mouth. Oh, nope, nope. See, you're pushing a bunch of buttons. Here. Hey. There you go. You can put that anywhere you want.
Hey, can you put my earring back in my ear? Oh, Gabriel, come here for a second. Or I can hold him. Never mind, I got it. Here, I'll take it.
What am I doing?
His earring came out. Here's it. It goes like...
Go clean it first.
It's because I just had it in my mouth.
No.
It's fine.
Go clean it first. It's gross.
I don't have time for that. I'll clean it in the bath. So this hook goes in the top hole.
Wait, what? Oh my god.
There's like a hole somewhere like...
Okay, you keep turning away from the light.
It's like on the inside of my ear.
Right there?
I don't know, I can't feel. Is it in?
No, I don't see a hole.
It's like in here somewhere, like right in there somewhere. And then it comes out the bottom.
I can't see anything.
Well, then let's go in the hallway where there's better light. It's like, did you see where I stuck my finger?
No.
Well, because you weren't looking.
Move.
It like see, it's like in here somewhere.
Does it go down or up?
It goes down, but I'll take whatever you do. Whatever you can get.
It goes down into your ear?
Yeah. Think. And then loops all the way around. So that way it doesn't fall off. Good? Alright.
No, no.
I got it. Yep. Thank you. Do you want Ozzy back? Or you want to give him to Jacob?
Go ahead and give him to Jacob. Did you get his message about Carl's Jr.? Jacob was supposed to call you and talk to you about going to Carl's Jr. I wasn't able to stop by the store because I couldn't go to the bathroom, and I had to come straight home. Okay, here we go, you guys. Sorry about that. Is there not more people than this? I thought there was more people than this. Oh, okay, yeah, there's one more. Dude, she is a lot harder to parry with than Yasuke is. But I need to work on that parry, dude. I try to parry whenever I get a chance. Oh, extinguish. I was like, English. What? All right, let's do this. Let's go hide the body. This is freaking rad, dude. Hit lights with your kunai to destroy them. Whoa. Ido Yoshihiro. Why do they have like old spaghetti western music? That it was fucking wild, dude. Damn. sorry I'm not talking that much, you guys. I mean, there's just a lot of dialogue going on right now, and I don't want to miss it because it does have a pretty intriguing story. So I want to be sure that I'm getting all this. I need to stop drinking Red Bull, dude. Okay. I don't care about this. Okay, let's. I'm sorry, but that's not how deer look. Deer only have spots like that for like the first week of their life. After that, they fade. I will call bullshit on that. And I'm sorry, baby deer do not have big ass horns like that. That's a big old fucking 3 point right there, or a 6 point maybe. I'm not sure if it's both horns or just or both antlers or one antler. It's either a 3 point or a 6 point. But that's a fully grown adult male deer, and I mean we see right here in my neighborhood we see hundreds of them every year. they literally come out, bink, they've got the spots on them, and then like a week later, the spots fade. And the reason why they have the spots is for camouflage. It's so when if there's a predator in the region, baby deer instinctively know they can walk as soon as they come out. It's actually a trip to watch a mom. I've seen it once, a deer giving birth to a baby, and the baby plops out, plop, and it immediately, like, it's wobbly. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it stands right up, and it kind of takes like 5 minutes to get its balance, and then it starts jumping around and shit. And they instinctively know that if there is danger, they drop down. They kind of put their hooves, their front legs and hooves out in front of them, and they get as flat as can be. And that's what the spots are for, is the camouflage to blend into the ground. But I mean, dude, they get down. I haven't seen this in real life. I've only seen this type of reaction like on video and stuff like that through like neighbors' game cams and all that. But it immediately, if they suspect that there's danger, they know, bro. And I mean, they get flat. It's hard to even see them, and they'll squish their body down so close to the ground that they they just blend right in with the grass or the shrub or the brushes or brush or whatever they're in, and you will not see them. And then what the mom does is the mom, does a lot of moving around and starts making noise to take the attraction of the predator, and then the mom will actually run away to divert the attention of the predator away from the young ones. Dude, it's a wild thing to see. you know what's crazy too? So, when it's rut season, deer are dangerous. Not the females, the males. Yeah, dude. When it like around here, bro, like we have to be cautious during rut season, especially like what I do for work. We go out into wooded, like heavily wooded areas a lot, and dude, during rut season, we really have to maintain vigilance because when the male deer, when his motor gets going, right, and he's chasing down a female, bro, if he feels like you're trying to challenge him in any way, shape, or form, he will come and tear your ass up. Like they get, when he's like, I smell a female. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, you're challenging me, huh? Like you'll just be minding your own business, dude. Just cutting up firewood and just, this is my female, dude. They don't play, and they'll charge you down. Me and this kid were working by ourselves. It was just him and I. My boss left to go somewhere to go look at a different job, and we were out in the middle of nowhere, and we're sitting there, and we had this thing called a repairing in between us, which is like a seasonal waterway, or it's a waterway of some form, whether it be seasonal or for commercial or whatever. They're usually just like natural waterways that are used. And this one was like 25 feet wide. It was like maybe 20 feet deep, and it had a log going across it, like a big tree, like the tree was probably like 35 inches wide. It's called DBH, diameter breast height. It's how wide it is at your chest line. And I saw this buck, dude, this big buck. For it being, we were like on the outskirts of a neighborhood, so this thing was rather large, probably because it was eating fruit and shit out of people's backyards. But it was chasing 3 females, dude, and we watched it for a while. We watched it for like 3 miles. We could see it because we could hear him, making like his weird "I'm horny" noises. And he was chasing him forever. And like where we were working down like here in this repair on, and this tree had fallen across it, and then there was like a road that went up above us. Right, and then there was another big hill. We watched him go all the way up that hill, and he kind of stood at the top of the hill, and we saw him like breathing in all deep, and all of a sudden he turned around and looked directly at us. And the kid that I was working with was named Braden, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, dude, get behind a tree now. And we're not supposed to walk on logs because if they roll, it can kill you. I fucking hopped on that log so damn fast and took off running across it because it came charging down the mountain right at us. And I was like, oh shit. So he was on the other side of the repair on. I jumped on that log and I ran all the way across it, and we went and hid behind a tree, and this fucking thing was stalking us around and like doing this at us and stuff, and like stomping its feet, challenging us. Like people see deer and they think, oh, cute, like, oh, it's Bambi, look, until it charges you with those antlers and punctures your lungs in like 4 different places. And another dangerous thing about deer is, getting kicked by any animal is going to do a lot of damage. Like getting kicked by a 3,000-pound horse, dude, it's going to hurt no matter what. But a horse is, you know what I mean? It's a solid bink. Well, deer are essentially like just like 2 of these, right? And when they kick you, it's whoosh, you know what I mean? So because they have so much power and their hooves come to such a point, bro, it's like getting stabbed with a spear. When I first moved up to this area that I live in now, uh, I worked graveyard at this gas station, right? And I had to drive like 25 miles down the hill to get to the gas station. And I lived on this road that it was a mountain road, right? It was a neighborhood, but it was like a mountain neighborhood. And I'm coming down this road. It was like midnight, and I'm just driving along. I'm doing like, I think the speed limit is 25 miles an hour, and out of nowhere, this buck. I was driving a little Honda Civic, like a '93 Honda Civic. This buck charged at my car, and just careened right into the side of my car. And you guys that know about Honda Civics, they're a smaller, lighter car. I'm not saying that it hulked out and it picked it up with its head and threw me off into the highway or anything, but it did. As I was coming down the road, it charged right into the side of my car, and it pushed so hard into my car that it bent my wheels a little bit and kind of pushed me into the opposite lane. Like its antlers went through my fender and my door, and they broke off in my door. It hit so hard that fur got imprinted into like the car door, and it scared. I'm not even gonna lie. I genuinely think I had to check my underwear after that, because I didn't know what it was at first. I didn't know if it was a tree falling on me, or if I was getting hit by another car, or maybe some motorcyclist was coming down out of a driveway with his lights off. I didn't know what it was, dude. So I stopped my car. I get out. Mind you, it's midnight, and there are a lot of meth addicts that ride their bikes up and down these roads at night. And so I'm freaking out, and I've got this big ass K-bar knife that I had, and this little tiny flashlight. Actually, I still have the flashlight. Here, I'll show you. Are you serious? God damn. Okay, this is the flashlight that I had right here. This little tiny guy. It is not that bright. It is not. So I had this big old knife and this little tiny flashlight, and I'm like looking because I can hear something in the bushes. And this deer, like, it was just kind of like sitting there, and it was wobbling around. And I was like, oh my God, dude. So I pull out my phone and I call Fish and Game. And I'm like, hey, bro, this deer just charged right into the side of my car coming down the road. And they're like, well, is it dead? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm too afraid to walk over to it. Because, you know what I mean? Bucks during rut season I'd rather come across the damn tiger than like a pissed off buck in rut season. But I'm like sitting there and I see it laying down, and it's kind of like just sitting there, and like one of the whole antlers is missing, and like half of the other one is missing because they're stuck in my car. And I can see it, like, its face is all covered in blood, and it's like looking at me. And I was like, oh man. So I go to take a step closer to it while I'm on the phone. I've got the flashlight now and my knife in one hand and my phone in the other, and I'm like all panicky going, yeah, it's sitting up, it's still alive. You know, I think you guys might need to come and put this thing down because it looks pretty pissed off. And as soon as I said that, dude, it stood up. It just popped right up, and my heart stopped. I was like, because I'm not trying to get kicked in the face by a 600-pound deer, dude. Like, if I don't die, I'm going to wish I was dead, because that's going to hurt. And I was lucky, and it decided to go in the other direction. And right then and there, I told Fish and Game, I was like, hey, look, this is exactly where I'm at. This is the road. You know, this is the address of the house. next to where it is. This is the address of the other house. It was right here by, there's going to be a cedar tree sitting there, and you're going to see like all the bushes and the brush covered in blood. But I have to get to work, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it eventually died or whatnot, but bro, it scared the shit out of me. No, I mean, it wasn't a skinwalker. It was just like, people don't realize that the North American deer during rut season, like the bucks, bro, if you get in the way of them getting some action, they will make you regret it. I guarantee it. Like, if they're chasing a couple females and you interrupt that, that it's probably going to be the last thing you ever do, unless you've got a big gun. Most of the time, they could care less about the females. You'll see them; they'll be out walking around, and the females will be following them around. And then all of a sudden, rut season happens, and the bucks are like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr," just chasing them down, dude. It's crazy too, because they get this weird look in their eye, and like you can tell, like the way they're breathing, they just, I want you. And it's scary, dude. What's crazy too, so like 6 months ago, no, it was probably about 8 or 9 months ago, because it was before last summer. So yeah, it was probably about 9 months ago, right? We started getting owls in our neighborhood, and for whatever reason, we've had an extraordinary amount of wildlife in our area. I've never seen so much wildlife in one concentrated area as I have our neighborhood over like the past 5 years. I mean, there will be flocks of 30 plus turkey walking around, and there will be multiple flocks that big walking around. I've never seen that many turkeys in one spot. Now, granted, a lot of them do get picked off from predators, but still, deer, same thing. I've seen packs of deer 12 to 18 strong, and not just one, multiple herds of them walking around our neighborhood. And the only thing that I can think is there are a lot of people that moved up from like San Francisco and Santa Barbara, because Santa Barbara burned to the ground. What is it? Not Santa Ana, but Santa Cruz. Like half of that burned down, and a lot of people from San Francisco and Vallejo and all these Bay Area, cities moved up to the mountains where we live. So they see wildlife and they go, "Oh, how cute. Isn't that sweet?" And then they put out food and shit for them, not understanding that, hey, these animals are not the top of their food chain. You know what I mean? Whatever eats them is going to follow them in here. And like, these city people just don't understand that shit. And they keep putting out food for these animals. And so we're about a mile away from, I think, 600,000 acres of BLM land, Bureau of Land Management. It's like national forest. And there were a lot of them down there. But about 3 years ago, we had a huge fire up by where we live, and it got about 4 miles away from my house. So what we think is that the way that the fire burned, it looked like a giant Pac-Man almost. It kind of like, it looked like this, right? Or actually it looked more like that. But it had like this big bulbous ass. So it burned this way. There were two fires that came together as one. So there was like this big burn area right here. And then the two fires kind of split around a mountain right here, and so it looked like a big Pac-Man, right? And this lower part was like 4 miles away from our house. So what we think is, as the fire burned like this way, because it was two together that became one, like they essentially burned like that until they became like the mouthpiece. You know what I mean? And it burned down the mountain like this. We think that it trapped a bunch of animals and forced them down into our neighborhood, because there was a huge influx of bear, mountain lion, bobcat, coyote, rabbits, turkey, deer, raccoons, skunks, mice, rats, owls, ravens, vultures. Like, all of these animals started coming out of nowhere, and like nobody believed us, but we all started making videos of all these animals in our neighborhood all the time, like bears walking around at 10 o'clock in the morning, bro, just pushing over trash cans. It was wild, dude. But out of nowhere one night, we had owls. We heard a whole bunch of owls around our house, and I could tell they were big because they had the whoo, like that deep whoo, that hoot sound. And my cat likes to go outside at nighttime. I don't like it when she goes outside at nighttime, because I've had to, like, she was getting chased by coyotes one night, and I had to go out there and put down a couple of the coyotes. And I don't like it when she's outside at night, but all her friend cats in the neighborhood are always outside at night, so that's when she tries to sneak out. Anyway, so one night I'm outside and I'm looking for her, and my cat is gray with a white belly and white feet. All four of her feet are white. She's got a white belly, and she's got like a white spot. So I see this big gray thing at the top of my driveway, dude, and I'm thinking it's like a hawk or something attacking my cat. So I start barreling up the driveway, dude, because it's my cat, dude. I'm not going to let something hurt my cat. I love my cat. And I cock my leg back so hard, and I start to swing it, and I've got this spotlight in my hand, and then all of a sudden, dude, I see this big-ass gray owl stand up and puff its chest out, dude. This thing was like this tall, dude. It was huge. And I immediately regretted my decision, but I couldn't stop because I was already in full swing. And what I realized was it was two gray owls, and they were mating, and I essentially, how do I say this? I dock blocked. There we go. I'll say it like that. This big ass gray owl, and if I would have known, I wouldn't have done this, dude. But I kicked it so hard that it felt like kicking a tree, dude. And I could tell this thing was pissed because the female was still like on the ground with her wings like spread out. And this thing swooped at my face. And I was like, nope. And I just took off running right back to my house. It scared the crap out of me, dude. But I thought my cat was being attacked, dude, because it was the exact same color my cat was. And then that was right about the time. No, that was like 6 months after. So we went and bought 5 ducks. We bought 1 big ass male and 4 female. We didn't know we had a male duck. We thought they were all female. But we ended up getting 1 male duck, I guess. And he was cool. He was a big ass white duck. His name was Daisy. And he ended up impregnating all 4 of the other ducks. And we ended up with like 60 ducklings. And we were going to sell them for like $6 a pop, because ducks were really hard to come by at that time. And we just got to a point where all these babies like started to love us and the moms were letting us like hold them and play with them in the pool and all that. And then dude, I remember the last night we had gotten a hold of somebody that wanted to come and buy like 20 of them. And that night, somebody's dog got out, tore our duck pen open, and slaughtered like 40 of our ducklings and 2 of our ducks. Dude, I was pissed. Our backyard looked like a macabre horror slasher flick, dude. There was just duckling everywhere, dude. I was so pissed off because our neighbors had been bitching about our dogs and our dog. So I used to keep the 2 big dogs out at nighttime to protect our ducks, our chickens, and I think we had a couple geese at the time, and all of our vegetables and stuff like that. And our neighbor, because she didn't like dogs. Dogs are scary and mean. My dogs aren't. My dogs are awesome. We had to bring the dogs in, dude. Literally, the night that we started bringing the dogs in, somebody else's dog came and killed all of our shit. Dude, it trampled through our garden, tore up most of my garden. Oh, I was so pissed off. Because I'd been spending months building this garden, and my wife was devastated because she had put a lot of time and effort into the baby ducklings and all the baby, because we had a bunch of baby chickens too. We had like 30 baby chickens. Because we went and bought, we started off with 24 babies, and 2 of them turned out to be roosters. It just, I still think about it sometimes, and it still pisses me off just because, bro, the ducklings were so cool, dude. We would sit there. We had like one of those little blue kiddie pools, and you could like sit there, and we had it to where if you put your hand just below the surface of the water, the ducks would swim over to it so you could pick one up, and then they would jump off your hand in the pool. And it's not like they didn't know what we were doing. They knew, because they would swim right back, get in your hand. So you would lift your hand up, and then they would jump off into the water. I wish I could. California, though, is weird. If it's not like cows or pigs or goats or like chickens or ducks or cats or dogs, they anything like beyond the realm of like the normal domesticated animal, California's got a lot of weird bullshit laws. Like you're not allowed to have pet squirrels and shit like that. Even ferrets, like ferrets you have to go and do a bunch of shit to make a ferret legal. You can have pet skunks, but you have to have them declawed, deglanded, and you have to get like a special license, and it has to be heavily vaccinated, which is crazy because people act like skunks and squirrels and rats and all this shit are just like, they see one and they automatically think rabies. And it's like your dog is more likely to have rabies than that fucking rat is. You know what I mean? I mean, that's true with all animals, though. You want to try to get them when they're young so they imprint on you. I would like to get a pet honey badger, dude. That would be badass, dude. Nothing would, dude. We'd never have anybody break in. You know what I mean? Okay, it looks like about 16 days passed. I'm starting to get kind of tired. Yeah, I'm gonna need to hop off soon. Yeah, I'm starting to get sleepy. What time is it even? Oh, it's only like 9:15. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. I'm hungry too. I think that's like I am really hungry right now. This week was like really rough on me. I don't know why. Like the whole week I've been extremely tired and I felt like fatigued and exhausted. Even today, so we do this there's a job called spotting, and it's like when somebody's operating a machine, you have a walkie-talkie and you just like observe like if there are any hazards, anything that the person in the machine might not be able to see, right? And I was standing there, dude, and I had this shovel because we're always supposed to have a shovel within a certain amount of feet of the machine and like within 10 feet of somebody using a chainsaw. And bro, I'm sitting there holding this shovel up, and I'm like falling asleep standing up, and that's not like me, dude. I usually, up until recently, I would go to bed at midnight, wake up at like 3:34 in the morning, and be good to go. And Saturday, Sunday, sleep in until like 5 or 6 o'clock and call it good. But man, lately I've been going to bed like at 9:30, 10. And even still, it's not that. I'm getting older, I think, and I'm hitting that age that every man starts to get to, and I know this is kind of personal, but I'm pretty sure I'm hitting that age where my testosterone levels are starting to drop. You know what I mean? I'm out of shape. I eat junk food. I can't run. Yeah, I need to head to bed, you guys. I'm starting to drift, and it's getting harder and harder to hold my eyes open. And I can feel myself like when they close, I'm like, oh shit, how long have I'm dozing off. How long have I been out? Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this here because I can feel myself drifting off and I need to go to sleep. So, I will be back tomorrow with more Assassin's Creed Shadow. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I don't care what anybody says. This game it's been fun so far. Dude, I need to get some sleep, man. I got like 25 hours of sleep all week long, dude, and it's not enough. So, I want to thank all you guys for stopping by. I want to remind you guys that it is Friday. We are coming into the weekend. If you guys, well, first off, let me say that, we all know that drinking and partying and other illicit substances, consumption goes up over the weekend. I know because I used to be somebody who did these things. And usually I did them by myself throughout the week, and then Friday and Saturday night I did them with a bunch of people. But if you're out there and you're partaking in the festivities, do it responsibly. Call a friend, call a family member, call an Uber, call somebody. People would much rather get a phone call from you at 2 o'clock in the morning and be pissed off than a phone call from a coroner at 2 o'clock in the morning and be upset. Trust me, I know. I've had that happen. Um, but even if you're not partaking in the festivities, remember, if you have to go out, drive around defensively because there may be people that have, and they chose to continue through with their poor decision making. So, get back safe and sound to your families. Be safe. I hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing, happy, and safe Friday night. And hopefully I catch you guys again tomorrow with more of AC Shadow. And hopefully we'll start, for you guys, I'll start Guardians of the Galaxy here in the next couple days. I'll figure out how to incorporate it in alongside the first Berserker and Atomfall. So until next time, you guys have a great night, and I'll catch you guys.